another thing we're gonna change about these fights, about getting his money. Stop getting his money when it's over. You gotta pay me after the time the fight is over with. That's what other fights gotta get to too. Waiting and all that. Because any other business shit, after the job's done, we want your money. We didn't want to wait no month or 2 weeks or 3. We need it now. That's another thing that needs to be changed.
It has been rumored that to this day, PBC still owe Floyd Mayweather some money. It also has been rumored that PBC still owes Gervonta Tank Davis some money. I've been hearing this for quite some time now. Don't know how true it is because I necessarily, you know what I'm saying, don't care. It's not affecting my pocket. But I must admit that I have been hearing this for quite some time. So when Deontay Wilder comes out and said that they need to get paid when they're done with the fight and they don't need to be delayed, I know he's not lying. I know for a fact he's not lying because I didn't heard about these delayed payments that goes on at PBC. Now, in case you don't know, usually when you get done with the fight, your check get brought to you in your locker room. You know what I'm saying? They come and bring you your check. Usually that's how it goes. Now, I don't know if Deontay Wilder is pertaining to the back end or not, but what he sounds like he's saying is they pretty much don't see a check at all when they're done with the fight. And if he is talking about the back end, he need to be more specific about that because it sounds like they just don't get a check at all. But it's a few things that I hear about PBC that doesn't sound normal. Isai Smith just put out there that some of these PBC contracts don't get signed until the night of the fight. You know, I've also never heard of that either. You know, but it's nothing new. And I guarantee you that PBC still owe Deontay Wilder some money. I guarantee you. See, the truth of the matter is, they don't have the money to pay these guys. Period. And they're trying to use their back end money that they owe to these fighters to put back into the engine of PBC because they're losing out so much because the format don't work. It doesn't work. So I have no doubt that they kept some of Gervonta's money. They kept some of Deontay Wilder's money. You know what I'm saying? The same thing that they did with Floyd. Instead of giving his money back, say, hey, man, I'm going to take this money that we owe you and I'm going to invest it in the company and you're going to be part of the owner. This is why Floyd Mayweather feel like him and Al Heyman are one. Because he know his money was into it. That's why Floyd feel like that. He know he helped build that situation and his money is into it. So he can say me and Al Heyman is one. You may work for Al Heyman. You may sign with Al Heyman. But I'm your boss too. This is why Floyd be saying that. Because they still owe him money. The point is they can't afford to pay these guys. Now you figured out why these dudes is not fighting. They don't got the money because the plan didn't work. Or it doesn't work well. And like I said before, Al Heyman plan works when you have a legitimate fighter. When you really have a Terrence Bud Crawford, Al Heyman plan works. It does. When you got real deal fighters like Floyd was, it'll work then. It don't work with these part-timers and people who you trying to say is super talented, but they really mediocre fighters or just at the basic level or, you know, straight up and down, you know what I'm saying, no side effects or nothing like that. This is why they have to maneuver with the way they maneuver. This is why Spencer's fighting at 154 and not fighting at 147. This is how they got to maneuver it. This is why they got to bring people up out of their weight class. Do you remember when we used to talk about how we tell how PBC pick their opponents? They either coming off an injury, coming off a layoff, just coming off the fight, not giving them enough time to rest their body in between, or pulling somebody up in weight class. Do you remember when we used to talk about that? We was like, when they pick opponents, it's either going to be one of these things or if not all of them. The reason why they got to do that because they can't legitimately gamble on their talent. Floyd legitimately gambled with his talent. Al Heyman legitimately gambled with Floyd because you could do it with Floyd. See, Floyd is a gambler, huge gambler. He gambles huge on sports. So naturally, in his career, he gambled with himself because Floyd liked to win big. You know, if you got to win big, you got to risk big. He know that. That's why he take the preparation and training to take those big risks. You know? But it's not shocking about what Deontay Wilder is saying. And that's one thing that I can constantly say about Wilder that I've always liked. The man will speak his mind even at his own detriment. Almost 98% of the boxers won't do what Deontay Wilder do. Regardless of whatever you feel about this, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about just being able to speak your mind. Wilder has always consistently done that, even to his own detriment. You know, and regardless of what you say about him, that's something that any man can respect at the end of the day.
Stop getting his money when it's over. You got to pay me after the time the fight is over with. That's what other fighters got to get to too. Waiting and all that. Because any other business shit, after the job's done, you want your money.